Okay, this is video 3 of 3 for you watching at home. We got our core 50 here today, 45. That's pretty cool. Okay. Northrop. So this is kind of a warish stock. Technically, it's doing what I thought Netflix could do, dip to come break out. So they have that opportunity, but I don't know if it will. It's, for me, from this stock, it's just from this chart, it's just as easy to get to 450 than it is to 490. Maybe easier to get to 460. I think the easiest path is 464 right now. If it gets to 478, there's a lot of sellers above that. So figure out, are you an investor? Then pounce when it gets to 438 or lower. ServiceNow. This might move this week on other people's reporting like CrowdStrike. There's a whole bunch of companies like CrowdStrike reporting this week. So this one might follow it. These are all still there. Like somebody wanted to short it this week. I said, well then sell a call spread up here and buy put spread and get those two arrows, but it hasn't started it. So that bearish scenario gets worse at 678 or higher, 679 or higher. Okay. NRG. I think 47 is going to be difficult, and if that's correct, then it's probably the next stop is 43.50. So I think without a headline, doing this is a potential reality, and it's nothing major. It's just normal price action. So if you're long, make sure you're managing your longs and why you're long. And you sellers above 860, buyers at 780. If you lose 770, you're probably going to get 730, 720. So hold this zone or get to this zone down here at 730, and it's going to be tough to take out 840, but if it does, I would exit at 870. NVDA, what did they do again? Actually, I don't know exactly what they do anymore. This box, get long in the lower 20%, get short in the, or exit your longs in the upper 20%. So it did what we thought it would do on earnings. If you were in the live room, we kind of nailed it. There was some interest in the 460 to 455 last week, so keep an eye on it. Maybe they dip into it this week. That would be a short-term entry for a bounce, but really there is no strong floor, like from an investor perspective. But there are a lot of buyers below. I hope you know the difference. So if it falls into 450, don't be shorting it like it's going to zero. Realty. Okay. I don't want anything to do with real estate. Nothing. It could be a fantastic opportunity or complete crap. I just don't know. If you're in it for a dividend, there are plenty of other dividend plays without that. Technically, sellers at 55 through 57. Maybe that helps you trade it. And buyers below into 50. Oxy, we also discussed Oxy. From a technical perspective, down here, Oxy is has a buyer. So if they make a lower low than Thursday, they will end up in the 56 area, which is fine. But then they will be testing those buyers. And if for some freak reason they lose those buyers, okay, so this has support and backup support and somewhat of a backup support. So you have buyers where we are and buyers at 57, give or take 50 cents, and stronger buyers into 56 and 55. But if you lose 55, as a trade, I would exit, okay? There are sellers above too, that's the problem. So if it rallies to 63, I think there'll be sellers in droves. It will have an ultimate buyer because, of course, Warren Buffett's buying it. We got to buy it. No. You're not Warren Buffett, and he's buying stock for different reasons. Path. Not an obvious entry point. This is a place where they failed 4 times before, and this is the 5th. So until they take out, to me, 19.5, you can't trust it up here. They have a better momentum now, higher lows. So let's see if they take out last couple weeks high, 19.20, and see if they can build on that. Oh, earnings in 4 days. Okay, never mind. Buy the dip, buy the dip. That's what I'm doing. Come to me before the earnings. We can check it. Pfizer, not a place to get long. Why? They're selling rallies, and this is a rally. Look at it. So it's in the hands of the sellers. There's a descending channel for sure. Look at that. So that played out. We put it here, and it kind of played out. So rallies are being sold. So how about we put it here? So we say something like this. They're making lower lows and lower highs is what I'm saying. And that would be what it would look like. It would look good. And then, oh, no, yay. Oh, no. What? Lower low? Gosh, dang it. I got stuck again. Look at the P&L. So this could be the bottom. But if they don't hold halfway, I would exit because they're probably going to retest it. And if they don't, Plug Power. This green M says that it could be at 420. I would stop out if you make a lower low than 320. If you're investing and looking to add, I'm going to strongly raise a red flag there. Strongly raise a red flag. Please check your fundamentals. Research the hell out of the industry and this company and see if it can survive. Because the best ideas can go belly up. I'll let you look up WebVan. Okay, what delivering groceries on over the internet orders? Yeah, now that's what everybody does. Back then, the company went out of business. Okay, so please be careful and study the company. Somebody said they shorted. They're selling hydrogen at 1/3 of cost. Yikes! That's why they're bleeding. Anyway. So tradable, absolutely. Just make sure you know what you're doing. Philip Morris. Is it still Philip Morris or no? Philip International. Not an obvious entry point going into a prior failed. So I think 96-ish is a selling zone. If not 98, 99 is. If not 100 is. So they have sellers at every corner. That's why they're doing lower lows and lower highs. Look left. You can draw a channel of lower lows and lower highs. So let's say from here to here. How did that happen? They dropped, they had a rally, and then they made a lower low. So this was very similar. And now they're dropping and they're having a rally. So maybe this happens again. Okay, so be careful. They're selling rallies is what I'm saying. Rally sold, and every sold rally is producing a lower low. Rally sold. So why is this one different? We do have support at around 85. 85 might be a bottom. So if you want to start longs next time it dips halfway into 91, you want to start going long, that's fine. PNM Resources. What is this? Alternative energy operates investor holding company which provides electricity. Power company. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's talk trading. Do your homework on the investing part. You do have a bunch of buyers, but they span from 41 to 33, 32. So a huge band of support. So the way to represent it is to say, okay, anything lower than here, a bunch of people will be interested in trading it. That doesn't mean they can break out of 45. So what's your goal? Accumulating it for the long term and holding long here for the long-term prospects? Yep, that's fine. If you're looking to get long, anywhere inside this box would make sense for that. If I'm already long and looking to add, I wouldn't add. I would add inside the middle of this box if it gets there. If it doesn't, then you don't need to add. You're in like Flynn. RIVN, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. So I don't remember these arrows, but I must have been saying fail, fail, breakout opportunity. They didn't take it. So now it's in the must hold zone. So just like we said up there, breakout opportunity, this is a breakdown opportunity. Yikes. So if you lose this one, you're going to like minus 20. No, they can't go to minus, but you'll be in deep hurt. So I don't disagree with the company like, oh, it's great and whatever. I can't remember. Okay, there we go. Companies, the car is great, the trucks are great, they're down the street from me, there's tons of them around. Well, not tons, there's more and more of them around. And but technically the chart needs to hold 12, otherwise it'll be a single digit stock. I guarantee it. Okay, so fundamentally the company might take you there. What? Yeah, look at how much they spend. It looks like they're losing more than $1 billion a quarter. They're going to need to borrow money, and it's getting more and more expensive. And I don't think Amazon's going to give them any money, so they're going to go out to market. What does that mean? It means they need to issue stock. They need to use the only asset they control right now, which is the company stock. And they're going to say, oh, we're going to offer convertible bonds or something, which dilute the company perhaps, and the headline causes the stock to fall. So it's not all about the fundamentals. It's about the long-term fundamentals. If I own shares in this company, I'm not adding, folks. I'm betting on its success, period, end of story. But if it loses this low, I think, it'll be a single-digit stock. I don't have any trades on it, so I'm not talking my book. RMBS, I don't know if that's what you asked for. You gave me RMBD or something, and the ticker did not come up, so I gave you RMBS. And nothing to say here. They're breaking out. This is like Microsoft. It's either broken out or not broken out. Buy the dip into 60. A better dip into 55 or lower. If it ever comes back down to 40, load up. SMCI, some political shenanigans that I hear, someone told me, I don't know. So make sure you have a good handle on the politics of this SMCI. The politics may be getting better, I guess. I don't know. Please do your homework. It's okay to see it at 265, in my opinion. A lot of sellers at 300 plus. If it gets above 305, 306, then it probably gets to like 315, 20. But I don't think that's easy. Okay, good company though. SOFI, I want nothing of these guys. I would get engaged again lower. Maybe it also has a diluted headline coming. I don't know what this is about, this minus 300 million. Maybe they're buying something. We've made money with SOFI before. It wasn't very easy, but we've made money. So next time it dips, if it falls into the 660, my alert, into the low sixes, you might convince me to trade it based on faith only. I don't know how the lending market's going to do in the next few months. I honestly don't. SPGI. Insider buying is, somebody's telling me from the live room that insider buying in SOFI, that's usually a good mark. I don't care about insider selling, but when the insiders are buying under duress, that's a good sign. Okay, so this one is going into an exit point. I would not be going long into after this mess. Now it just got erased, and it was a mess before. So it's like these guys and these guys. So these have been stuck for months, and these guys say, I'll take that. And then, whoa, and you come up here, okay, I'll take that, and you're stuck. No. If you take out 430, you can get to 470, but I'm not going long into that fail. Buy the dip into 400, okay. SPY, I will have an entire segment on it. Besides, I started with it, so I'm not going to say anything here. STZ. Later tonight on the SPY, I will have a 7-minute video just dedicated to the ETFs. STZ. Okay, you can be long. You can buy dips into the meandering into 242. So I don't know if you're investing or trading. If you're trading, you have sellers at 240 from just Friday or Thursday. So be careful what happens there. And you have more sellers at 242. If by some miracle you can take out 245, you can get to 252. I think the buyers are there too. So you have equal strong buy and sell orders above and below. I'm not sure the potential to break through those. I don't know. AT&T was a bargain, like I told you, when it fell on headlines down here. I think it was copper headlines of sorts, it and Verizon. And if you bought it for the income of dividend, then kudos. Don't ever sell it until they stop paying dividends or you don't need it. The company itself is not that great, but it'll go with the market and you get the dividends. I like Verizon better. This here, folks, is an exit point, not an entry point. At least buy dips into 1540 because now you have some sort of an ascending channel. Buy the dips to make a higher high. Don't chase it into a prior fail. Target. I am so confused. People are asking me about Target right now. What are you trying to do with Target? If you're trying to short it, it's too strong. If you're trying to chase it, you're too late. It could go to 150. I don't know. But I'm not going to buy it when it's just got into a huge rally, got up to a very heavy volume. Look left, that red line. Look how much volume there is up here. So getting up here is one story. Getting to 142 is a completely different story. You have to cut through all of these transactions, and I don't think it's that easy. And I'm still seeing Instagram, so social media, trying to attack it. Again, they're showing how lying they are with like the stupid, oh, look, Black Friday special, it's the same price as the sale. Well, they were on sale before, and they just called it Black Friday. And the media machine is still against it. Look at the facts. Here are the facts down here. The company's fine. The P&L is fine. So don't listen to the Instagram and trade. That's why people were bearish down here. And look at what it did. Expectations. Not a good starting point, in my opinion. Buy the dip into 124 or lower. You would do better. TJX. Okay. Buyers into 88.50. Look at all the sellers. So you want to hang on to it as an investment for the super long term? Go for it. It's not for me. Right in the middle of big sellers and big buyers. What's the catalyst? Tesla. I honestly would not touch Tesla for about a month. I don't know what it is. It's freaking me out. There's something going on. It feels like it. Okay, I just sit tight. A breakout of 244 will get you 255. It's pretty close. But conversely, you have bearish triggers at 231 and more at 26. The 226 buyer is strong. That's an area that was a breakout. So it's a pretty good battle. I put this as resistance, and it was. They're still in it. Yeah, they went above it, but they're still in it. So we'll see. Big earnings overnight pivot. Look at that. From the big earnings overnight pivot, I keep moving it. Look at where they're at. So clearly it still matters. Something is going on here. Maybe good, maybe bad. I'm not sure. Don't short Elon, that's for sure. Okay, what are we looking at? TTD. That was a buy the dip moment that we did live, and I didn't have time to type it up and send it because it had bounced right away. But even at night when they reported and they fell, some people in the room said, I just bought shares. I had orders that didn't fill for me. It was that fast. Boom. And now it's stuck in the middle. There's nothing to do. We need clues. You have buyers into 63 and sellers into 71. Visa, not for me up here. Definitely not for me up here. I don't know what you're doing. If you're looking to book profits, feel free. Leave runners if you want to. Look at this P&L. What? Picture perfect. Look at this. Wow. Over years and years and years. Wow. What is this? Ventas. Sellers at 45.50, more sellers at 46 and 46.50. Buyers everywhere below. So if you're long, you have a lot of buyers. You can ride the rally and decide what to do with your shares or calls. Or I don't know if you're an investor, if you're a trader, just pick your exit points. You do have buyers. If it dips into 43.50, I think it'll find buyers. Verizon, hey, I just talked about them. They took a little detour, but they exceeded my target. And now they're at another target. Now, this is not the type of stock that does momentum trades, so I would not expect them to bust out of here and go to 42. If this was Tesla, I would tell you it's going to 42. Buy the dip. So it's still a trading comment. Buy the dip into 35, or somewhere around 35. So if not 35, a better buy the dip opportunity would be around 33. Next time it crashes, based on BS headlines, pounce. This company is on rails. Look at the P&L. Solid cash, more stable than AT&T. Prettier P&L, I think. And it pays like 8% dividend in yield. Warner Brothers. So it looks like an opportunity. This was the opportunity from that green M, and they're trying to do it again. Now, if by some freak accident they take out 12, they probably go to 1340. I don't know if they can do this again. We'll see. Buy the dip into these two buyers. So 1020 or lower, there should be a bunch of people buying it. So support is below. All you need is a couple more green ticks, and you can get to 1180 or 12. Walmart, I've gotten a lot of people that reach out to me. Can you buy the dip in Walmart? I was like, well, in theory you can, but if you zoom out, this is freaking Walmart. It just came down from the stratosphere to a normal level. So I'm not too keen on buying the dip, because I think there are sellers, and it's probably just as easy to bleed lower to 150 than it is to go out and take out the new high. So yeah, it did dip, but it was too far, and it just dipped into normal levels again. I think 161, a ton of sellers. So there are a ton of sellers up here. So do with that what you want. If you want to ride it from 158 to 159, be my guest. How exciting is that? The premiums are cheap. I don't think you're going to get rich over them, but it is obviously available. Definitely an exit point for me. You've tried so hard to hold this zone. You fell apart miserably, and now you got back to it. The exit. That's for me. My strategy. Again, this is a real estate thing, not for me. A lot of sellers into 3760. I'm just saying. There might be buyers below, but it's not for me. What? That was fast. Boom. All right. We're going to end the recording right here. Thanks for watching at home. Try coming here on Sunday morning. It's pretty fun.